Welcome back to the Couch Potato Show. Joined once again for episode 14, Frank Pederini and Eric Bender. How are we doing today, boys?
Again, I've been better.
I'm awesome.
I'm not doing great because I had a rough
You're
weekend.
depressed too.
I had
Yeah.
a rough fucking weekend last weekend. I got fucked.
You did.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So we go race on Saturday, NASCAR race on Saturday was at Dover. And Denny Hamlin wins. I had Kevin Harvick winning.
Yep.
Race on Sunday. Same sponsor, same race, same Dryden 300. I had Kevin Harvick winning. I had Denny Hamlin winning and Kevin Harvick won. So if I had flip-flopped those, that's 6 points right there. And then the Indianapolis 500, I get screwed. Scott Dixon is leading pretty much the entire race. And then in the last final laps, he gets passed. And then there's a caution, and they just end the race with like 4 laps left on the caution laps. And he's like not leading. But if they had run those last 4 laps, he would have won the race.
It's luck of the draw, my friend.
So I'm sitting here. Scores 31, 31, 22. You guys both have 31. And I'm down 9 points. If I had flip-flopped those two, and the Indy 500 ran as planned, could have all been tied right now.
And then if the Bucks played yesterday, you'd have another point.
Well, yeah, if the Bucks didn't protest the game yesterday and won, I would have been in the lead.
But it's what it is, you know.
But nope, still down 9 points.
I'm just annoyed that we're tied now because I was literally up like 11 points at one point.
Yeah, well, Eric's got that comeback gene in him.
Oh, it was that.
Was it too early though?
It's true. Could be too.
Yeah,
early.
we're less than a third of the way there. Everyone's in it.
It was that PGA Tour really killed me. It really screwed me.
Yeah, it really gave Eric the jump there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so picks for last week. We talked about the Dover races, talked about Indy 500. The Indy 500 for you guys, Willpower and Marco Andretti were never even a factor, so congratulations there.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Eric won the Dryden 311 on Sunday because he picked Kevin Harvick.
Real bold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Real big brain money move type.
Yeah. Never in a million years would I've seen that coming. And then the UFC fight between Pedro Munoz and Frankie Edgar. I picked Edgar, who is the underdog, and I got a point there because he won.
True story.
Yeah. Finally got a
Great
point.
fight, by the way.
I scored it against him, but it was a really, really close fight. And like I said last week, happy for Frankie. It's good to see him in a third division now, picking up a victory. I think he's one of 11 UFC fighters in history to do that. So awesome to see New Jersey's own Frankie Edgar take the dub.
Yeah. All right. So this week, we've got a UFC fight between Anthony Smith and Alexander Rakic. Did I say that right?
Rakic.
No,
Rakic.
I think it's Rakic. Rakic.
It's Rakic.
Great Rakic.
It's like Jokic, but Rakic.
Rakic. Yeah, Rakic.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got that, and then we got the Coke 0400 at Daytona, which is the last race of the regular season for NASCAR. So we'll start with Frank for the UFC fight. Who you got?
I'm going to take a Rakic. He leads in basically every category as compared to Anthony Smith. He's a little bit younger, and he's the odds-on favorite by a significant margin. I think it's about 300 something around there. So I'm going to go Rakic.
Eric?
Frank's got a good chance to take back that lead. I'm going to go with the underdog. I'm going Anthony Smith. I think he's the more well-rounded fighter. He's faced stiffer competition. I really, really don't – you could sell me on Alexander being the favorite. You really could. but you cannot sell me that he is a minus 290 favorite or whatever the hell he is. That's ridiculous in my opinion.
Minus 360 or something.
It's like minus 300 at least, yeah.
Oh my God, no. That is just – listen, there's a world where he goes out there and he TKOs Smith in the first round. I am well aware of this. He had a couple fights ago. He had a beautiful head kick knockout for Jimmy Manua. But in my opinion, Anthony Smith is a bit sharper on the feet than Manua is, and he's certainly better on the ground, more of a threat there. Submitted Alexander Gustafsson 2 or 3 fights ago. In my opinion, I think Smith is going to get lit up early in round 1 and 2. However, Rakic will not be ready in round 3 or 4 in the deep waters. I don't think he has what it takes. I think Smith's going to get him to the ground and submitting him. It's a bit of a bold call. I'm aware of that, but I'll take Lionheart to Anthony Smith.
Yeah, I'm going with Anthony Smith too. Like Eric said, he's nowhere near the underdog that he's listed at. And he's also never lost consecutive fights in the UFC. So I think he'll keep that streak alive and he'll take home the dub.
You're mocking me, Frank? Unbelievable.
Dude, I got to get in your head a little bit. I got to stop this run. It's ridiculous.
Eric's on fire right now.
Frank Petterini, the master of trash talk.
Ugh. I mean, not lately, apparently.
All right, let's go to the track. We're going to Daytona, good old Daytona. We're going 400 miles for Coke Zero. And I have the least amount of points because I got fucked last weekend. So I will make the first pick, and I'm going with Denny Hamlin.
The wise choice.
Not Kevin Harvick. I'm going with Denny Hamlin. Plate racing at Daytona. It's all about getting in that draft and getting at speeds over 200 miles an hour. I think Denny Hamlin's probably the best active driver at doing that in plate racing. He's won 2 of the last 3 races at Daytona. Both of those 2 being the Daytona 500. He lost the Daytona 400 last year, but I think he'll take it home this fall. So I believe Frank is going second.
I'm going next. I'm not picking last anymore. I freaking hate picking last. Fuck it. Give me Kevin Harvick. What am I supposed to do? It's either I take Kevin Harvick or Eric takes him. He probably wins. So
true story.
I'll take Kevin Harvick.
All right, and that leaves Eric. Who are you taking?
Does leave Eric.
Yeah, it's not so fun picking last.
Yeah, right. I haven't picked him in a while, and I don't even know if I've ever picked him, to be honest. But I'm going with Ryan Blaney.
Ooh,
I think I'm the only one that picked Blaney. I think so. I think I'm the only one.
Yeah.
Blaney also very good at plate racing. He won the Talladega race this year.
He did. So, semi-confident, even though I got this third pick. I'm not feeling bad about it. I would have picked Denny first, but I think I would have picked Blaney second either way here, to be honest.
I'm going safe.
Harvick's never a bad call, Frank. Never a bad call.
I don't know. I'm playing it safe.
Not known for the super speedways, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
He's proved us wrong before.
Seriously. Yeah, I wanted Hamlin, but
yeah,
it's what it is.
Yeah, you tried to get me picking Kevin Harvick before.
I was trying to get in your head and make you pick Harvick. Yeah, I really wanted Hamlin for this race. I think he's got a really good shot.
You actually think Kevin Harvick's the favorite? No.
Yeah, I think Hamlin's plus 600, and the next closest is plus 1,000, I believe, which is hard.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even go off. Yeah, I don't go off the odds. Just like looking at it in the history and stuff like that.
I check the odds every morning once I wake up. I brush my teeth, and then I check the odds. It's part of the routine.
Eric, you have the odds like memorized. You're like a freaking computer.
Life of a betting man.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, so let's get into the MLB trade deadline. Now the picks are done. We'll actually continue picks. This trade deadline is August 31st, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah. Frank's frozen, so Eric.
No, he's just stunned. He's so shocked.
Yeah. Frank, you good? Yeah, he's good. Okay.
He's mad I caught up. He's giving us the silent treatment. Whatever, Frank. Whatever.
All right, Frank, you do you. All right. You good?
My computer just decided to hang up because why not?
Technology happens. Don't worry.
Sorry. I'm
You're good.
back.
All right. So we got Frank back. Don't be alarmed that Frank's now on the bottom of my screen, but
Oh, that's the first time. Oh, well.
yeah. Welcome, Eric. Welcome to the top.
Symbolic, really.
Oh, crap, it is. All right.
All right.
Props producers
So,
anyway. Tyler's in dead last.
Frank's about to get kicked again.
all right.
Maybe Tyler kicked me out because he's so pissed.
Let's finally get into this shit. So we're each gonna give we're each gonna give 5 players who we think are gonna get traded at the trade deadline. And we're gonna give the team that we think they're gonna get traded to. We're not gonna give the entire trade because that's just too specific.
Yeah.
And that'll be impossible to do. But if the player that we pick gets traded to any team, we get 1 point. We get another point if he gets traded to the correct team that we guessed. So we're just gonna do 5 of those.
You want to go like around, like you do one when I do one?
Yeah, we'll go around the horn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So first off, I've got, if I can pull it up here. Hold on 1 second. Okay.
Frank, be
First
honest. Did
off-
you hang up in anger?
I was pissed off that you're tied with me now after leading by double-digit points.
Fabulous.
First off, I've got starting pitcher Kevin Gausman going to the Padres. The Padres need pitching. The lineup is clearly there. I think they can make a good run at the playoffs if they get their starting pitching down. So I got them acquiring Kevin Gausman. He's not going to take a lot to get, and I think the Padres have just enough to get him. Eric, what about you? What's your first trade?
Okay, fair. My first trade is Whit Merrifield to the Dodgers. You know, you
Interesting.
never have enough depth, especially this season. I think you play second base for them. Not that they need it, but just in case, fourth outfielder, center field, you can put him out there. I don't know. I just think they're a stacked team, and that's one of those pieces. He's a real utility guy. He's very versatile. That's a guy going into the playoffs you really want on your roster, and I feel like could be one of the few things the Dodgers are missing right now. That guy who you could plug in a lot of places.
Do we think the Royals would par with Whit Merrifield, though? That's the question.
Yeah, no, that's tough. I see your hesitance there. That's valid.
As a rebuilding team, I don't know if they trade away their one guy. Maybe besides Jorge Soler, obviously.
I'm really going for 2 here. I don't think he can go to any other place.
I think
that's true. If he were to go to any team, it would be the Dodgers. So
yeah,
I think Whit Merrifield is definitely a movable piece for the Royals. I think they're rebuilding, but I think they're in like clean out mode. Just getting rid of it.
They already had clean out mode when they got rid of Hosmer, didn't sign him back. Gordon's still there. Moustakas went to Milwaukee and then now Cincinnati.
Well, yeah, that was a couple of years ago, and they haven't gone anywhere. So,
yeah. Oh, I don't know.
All right, Frank, who's your first one?
All right, my first trade is going to be Lance Lynn, starting pitcher for the Rangers, to the Atlanta Braves.
Ooh, okay.
Now, this makes a lot of sense for me because the Braves just lost Mike Soroka to a ruptured Achilles, so he's gone for the season. So they really need that frontline starter. And so far this year, Lance Lynn has been that guy for the Rangers. He's ERA under 2, almost 10 strikeouts per 9 innings, just under 1 WHIP. The guy's just been great. I don't know why he didn't do this when he was on the Yankees, but that's not what we're talking about. So I think Lance Lynn would be a great addition for the Braves.
All right. Since we're going around the horn, I will follow that up with Lance Lynn going to the Yankees.
I want him back, bro.
I don't want him back, but
he was a pain in the ass when he was here.
Brian Cashman may think differently. I think it might also involve one of the Yankees' key pieces going to, where is he? Texas?
Texas, yeah.
Yeah, Texas. Also, Lance. So I don't think he's going to take a lot to get. And I know Brian Cashman's very hesitant to sell the farm whenever it is.
He
Um,
literally never trades any young talent. It's great because every so often he hits on one, but sometimes it's just like pull the trigger.
but I think the Yankees will go after Lance Lynn. All right, Eric, what about you?
Well, we could all agree Lance Lynn is being traded. We could all agree on that. But the question is, we all disagree where he's going. This is a bit more bold than yours, guys. I like Frank's pick a lot, but I think he'll go to the Dodgers. I think once again the Dodgers are going to be a team who want to set that final piece into place. So I'm not going to say I'll be shocked if they don't get Merrifield or Lance Lynn, but I just feel like it's so realistic that they'll at least get one of them. And I know for a fact,
especially with their injuries that just had to Walker Buehler, so he just wanted to DL.
Exactly. They need starting pitching now. Alex Wood, I don't think's healthy, so my pick is Lance Lynn to the Dodgers.
I don't know if the Dodgers are going to be big buyers though.
Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, no one knows the market right now because it's literally 30 games of some players. Like Trevor Bauer, I'll throw out. I don't think he's going to get traded, but even if he were, it would be literally 30 games of Trevor Bauer. So how much would you even give up if you were to get someone like that? So no one knows.
It's really tough.
All right, Frank, what about you?
We're going to start. Which Yankees one do I want to do first? Because I have two. All right, we'll do this one. I'm going to have Michael Givens go to the Yankees. He is a relief pitcher for the Orioles. He's pitched against us for, I want to say, 3 million years because that's what it feels like. And he's a great power pitcher, great fastball, throws a slider a lot. And ERA under 1.5. And the Yankees really need bullpen pieces after Zach Britton got injured. Aroldis Chapman's just coming back.
Tommy Kahnle.
And Tommy Kahnle's out for the year. So they really need that guy out of the bullpen. That besides Chad Green, because he's been great, but they need that second guy to go to late in the game. So Michael Givens.
All right, we'll stick with the pitchers, and I'm gonna go with Zach Plesac to the Dodgers. I think, unlike Eric, I think that the Dodgers are gonna be buyers, but not big name buyers. I think that the Indians are gonna be very willing to give up Zach Plesac, especially after what happened with the whole leaving the team hotel thing. So I don't think it's going to take a lot to get him. And I think the Dodgers are they're not willing to give up a lot. And I think Zach Plesac is that guy to step in LA and give them the bullpen help that they need. Eric, what's your third trade?
My third trade is going to be a big name, Xander Bogaerts to the Diamondbacks.
Ooh.
And I know what you're thinking. Eric, what about Nick Ahmed, shortstop? You can put Bogaerts at third. What's wrong with that? Give me that third point once I predict that correct. It's going to be Bogaerts to the Diamondbacks, and he's going to play third. Mark my words. Red Sox we've experienced firsthand how the Red Sox are playing this year. So,
terrible.
Call me biased, but my God, not good.
There's been bad Red Sox teams in the past few years, but, this is a whole new low.
It's really bad. Really bad team. And I think, to Maine's point, you're not getting these players for too long. However, Bogaerts is the kind of guy who could really, really elevate a team. And Diamondbacks are one of those teams. They're not quite a contender. They're not quite a threat. But I feel like Bogaerts would really give this team more of an identity.
All right, Frank, who is your third?
My third is going to be another Yankees trade. We're going to have Mike Clevinger go to the Yankees.
Ooh.
They need starting pitching badly. It's bad. Garrett Cole, even though he's been a stud for them, wasn't great last time out. James Paxton's out for the foreseeable future. Severino's out for the year. Tanaka's a free agent. Paxton's also a free agent after this year. So they need that controllable starter in Mike Clevinger. I think he has 2 more years of arbitration before he's a free agent. And he hasn't pitched a ton this year. He's only, I think, about 4 games, but so far he's pitched well. So I think it's going to take a crap ton from the Yankees to get him, but I think it would be worth it. So Mike Clevinger to the Yankees.
I also think Mike Clevinger is on the move. I think he is going to go to the Cardinals, though. I think the Cardinals are kind of on that teetering level where they buy, do they sell, and I think they're going to be one of those teams at the deadline where they're going to decide to buy in, and they're going to give up a lot to get somebody that they want. I think Mike Clevenger is going to be that guy. They have the farm system to do it and to give the Indians what they want. So I think Mike Clevenger is going to St. Louis. Eric, you're up.
I agree with Frank. The Yankees do need starting pitching, and I think they're to get that starting pitching in the form of Dylan Bundy. He's been great this season.
Ooh,
I could see the fifth, but I think when it's all said and done, Yankees are definitely getting a starting pitcher in this trade sequence. But
they're getting some form of pitcher. I don't know if it's going to be a relief pitcher or a starting pitcher.
Yeah, it could even be a reliever. I could even picture that. At least one. And I'm gonna, it could be two, but I'll say Bundy to the Yankees. Kind of a crapshoot who it's gonna be, but I could see it.
Frank?
All right, trade number 4. Okay. We're gonna go Trevor Rosenthal to the San Diego Padres. He's pitching for the Royals right now. Apparently, according to us, the Royals are gonna sell their entire team now, but that's okay. He's had quite a resurgence since his Cardinals days, where he was one of the best closers in baseball. This year, he's pitching really well. And San Diego's lost Kirby Yates, the MLB leader in saves from last year, for a while. So they're going to need bullpen help. And they need to make that push for the playoffs because right now they're in the second NL West playoff spot. So Trevor Rosenthal's the answer.
All right. I'm going to go – my last trade, I'm going to go with the biggest name, J.D. Martinez to the White Sox.
Ooh.
I think it was interesting because the Red Sox, who's their GM now?
It's Dave Dombrowski.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's shit.
Schlabotnik, right?
Yeah, Joe Schlabotnik was he was doing an interview the other day, and the reporter asked him.
It's Brian O'Halloran.
Yeah, so Brian O'Halloran.
There you go. I don't know who it is.
He was asked who the key players on the Red Sox were, and he named the guys that you would expect: the Rafael Devers, the Xander Bogaerts, the Jackie Bradley Juniors. J.D. Martinez never came up in that conversation.
Wow.
So I think that J.D. Martinez is going to be on the move, and the White Sox are a team that could use the bad help just to push them over the edge and give them the ability to make a postseason run in October. So I think Red Sox give up J.D. Martinez to Chicago. Eric, who's your last trade?
So my last one is, well, first, Frank, you had the Padres getting a reliever, right? Your last pick?
Trevor Rosenthal, yeah.
Yes, all right. Well, I agree with the precedent, and I'm going to say they're to snag Tony Watson from the Giants. Padres do need bullpen help. And once again, it's so clear to see what teams need, but signaling down to that one specific player, it's a challenge, especially this season. But I just got a feeling it'll be Tony Watson.
Frank?
Well, I'm kind of pissed off because one of you two already took one of my trades.
Oh, no.
I also have J.D. Martinez going to the White Sox.
Whoa.
Somehow that happened with all the trade pieces possible.
Seriously?
But, yeah, I mean, Chicago's tied with Cleveland currently for the second AL Central playoff spot. The Red Sox, as we know, are trying to suck as much as possible, trying to get into that salary cap. And J.D. Martinez's salary is ginormous. It's around $20 million, I think. He's an opt-out after this year. White Sox need that veteran presence. I mean, they have Edwin, but he hasn't been playing that well. And I like DH J.D. Martinez for them. So I'm going to go with Tyler.
Well, I know what I'm not rooting for then. That's for sure.
So I thought that was the one that was like, oh, my God, no.
Yeah, so did I.
But I guess we're in lockstep. But
yeah. You want to hear an interesting one that I didn't make, but is a very good. I could see it happening.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yankees dumping Aaron Hicks.
Ooh.
I don't see that. Just sign to that extent.
Think about it. Think about it for a second. You got Aaron Judge. You got Clint Frazier. You got Brett Gardner in the outfield. Brett Gardner's getting older. They brought up Estevan Florial today. Going to see what he's all about.
I don't think that's something to read into, though. I think that's just because of the 5 games in 3 days.
You don't think that Estevan Florial getting called up this early in his career is something to look into?
No, there's 5 games in 3 days, and they have no depth left because everybody's on a DL.
Well, we have a spontaneous big deal or no big deal here.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is huge. Listen,
but what other options would they go with in the outfield? Unless you want to throw Miguel Andujar out there, which I sure as hell don't.
If it's not Aaron Hicks, then it's going to be Florial. I think there's also a chance that there was a team that the Yankees called up for starting pitching or something, and maybe a Mike Clevenger, and like the asking price is going to be very big. So I think they brought up Florial in talks, and they were like, "Listen, you've got this many games in the next couple of days. Call up Florial, have him in the lineup, see how he plays, and maybe if he plays well enough or something, and they show the other team something, the scouts, then maybe he's part of that deal."
But what's he going to show in 3 days?
Yeah. It's an interesting mindset, but I was actually thinking that call him up to take someone's place, such as a Clint Frazier, who could possibly be traded away.
If anything, they're calling him up to get him at bats for when Brett Gardner retires in 6 months.
I don't think Clint Frazier's going. I think there's a lot of rumors that he's gonna be dealt. He said on the team bus a couple of weeks ago a couple of days ago that he's ready and willing to play for any team that he gets traded to. I don't think he's going to be on the move. I think especially the injury to Aaron Judge, that's going to keep Clint Frazier on the Yankees for now.
That's a great point. And in fairness, those Clint Frazier rumors, trade-wise, have been around for a while.
If he was going to get traded, it would have happened already.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Also, I'd rather trade Andujar, honestly. I'd rather keep Clint if I could. But like we're talking about, I don't see the Florial call-up as like a huge deal, especially because we're playing the Mets 5 times in the next 3 days.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just think it's a matter of needing outfield.
Yeah. Am I wrong to think that Clint Frazier is a more valuable piece than Andujar? Because I think we could all agree we'd rather.
Yeah, that's why I want him. That's why I'd rather have him.
I agree, but I think if you're looking to get something in return, I think Clint Frazier might be the more tradable player. I don't know.
Well, yeah, he's more tradable because he's just a more valuable player, especially with Andujar coming off shoulder surgery last year and he hasn't caught it up yet. So
yeah, it's it's tough because you want to keep Frazier, but I don't know. I just don't know what you can get for Andujar. Maybe I'm too down on him, but
you can get a lot for Andujar.
I think you'll still have calls on Andujar. I think.
Yeah.
I think if we were to get Mike Clevenger, if I would just throw around a trade right now, it would be Andujar, probably Michael King or Nick Nelson, and maybe Florial. I would give him Florial and have Mike Clevenger come over here.
I think there's a lot for Florial.
He hasn't proven anything yet. We haven't seen anything from him, so you don't know what his MLB value is.
I know, but a package deal like that for Clevenger.
For 3 years of Clevenger, though. That's what you got to think about.
Clevenger's a great pitcher. But you have Miguel Andujar, who was a Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
He didn't win it, but he was a Rookie of the Year.
No, he was Rookie of the Year. Don't give me that credit. He was Rookie of the Year.
You have Michael King, who hasn't really shown any signs of him sucking in the majors.
He hasn't been great.
He's been fantastic in AAA when he's been there.
What's AAA, man?
He's barely had any time to really grow in the majors. He's played a couple games here and there. It hasn't been terrible, like Nick Nelson has.
I see them trading Clark Schmidt before they trade.
Okay, that's fair. But like if you were to put the 4 of them in a deal, I think, and then you have Florial, who was a number 1 prospect for a couple of years, and then only dropped because he's gotten hurt. So I think Florial's talent's still there.
Listen, if they want to throw Florial at the Reds for Trevor Bauer, I'm cool with that too.
Yeah, but Trevor Bauer, you're only going to get for 20 games.
And not if you can sign him back to a contract. The Yankees are notorious for being a great free agent destination.
You gotta also think Trevor Bauer and Garrett Cole hate each other.
They do hate each other. That is true. I think if that were to happen, it probably won't, but we're just talking hypothetically here. If that were to happen, I think both of those guys would rather have the team that they would have with Cole, Bauer, Tanaka if it gets re-signed, which I don't know what other team he would go to because he's been a Yankees his entire career, and Sevy, and then either Gumby, J Happ, or whoever you want to throw over there. I think that starting five would be great. I think they would rather bury the hatchet and be part of that starting five than argue over college things that happened long before either of them were established major league pitchers like they are now. So, I don't know. It probably won't happen anyway. But.
I don't know, because I also feel like Trevor Bauer and Garrett Cole are two hotheads that I don't think will bear the hatchet.
I know. I love it. We need the swagger. I love the swagger. It's great. You're telling me you wouldn't love seeing Trevor Bauer like waltzing around the mound like Conor McGregor in New York City? Tell me that wouldn't be fantastic.
I don't want fucking drama between two of my best pitchers.
I think swagger offsets. That's what I think.
I think they'd be able to bury the hatchet. I don't know how bad the drama got between them in college, but
I don't know. Anyway.
Should be an interesting 2 days.
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about NASCAR for a second. NASCAR, because we got last race of the regular season coming up. We got a very tight playoff race between William Byron and Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson gained. We talked, I think it was last week, about Jimmy Johnson potentially not making the playoffs.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He's gotten so much closer.
Yeah.
I think the difference in points is like 6 or something.
Quick Google.
Yeah. Quick fact check there.
Tyler Stahl.
You think he's gonna make it? I don't know.
He had a very good run at Dover on Sunday. But wise pit strategy call with like 10 laps left. 20 laps left. Huh?
Trying to find him in the standings. There he is.
On the boat.
Oh, he's in the playoffs right now.
Oh yeah. So he's in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, he's got about a 60-point lead on or 40-point lead on Eric Jones.
Yeah. But what about Byron?
Oh, hold on.
Where's Byron?
I'm looking. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh my God. Look fast.
Byron. Where is Byron? Where?
You said he's got a 40-point lead, Johnson?
On Eric Jones. Jones. Yeah.
On Eric Jones.
Wait,
why does this say he's not in the top 15? It's because I'm looking at Eric Jones' race results.
Oh, God.
Shut up, Tyler. I need your crap.
One job.
Who am I looking for?
William Byron.
He's in 14th.
So he's in too.
Yeah. It's DiBenedetto, Byron, Johnson, Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon, Cole Custer. But Cole Custer's in it already. This is just based off points.
Hold on a second.
Never mind. I don't know. Never mind. Because Cole Custer's won a race already, so he's automatically in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I Googled the standings. That's what came up, but it's only based on points.
I got it. Hold on.
I'm stupid. I can't help it.
You fucked this up.
Just how I'm made.
Driver standings. Yes.
Let's see how the Yankees are doing. Their game started.
Projected playoff. Yeah.
You're probably down 2 runs already.
0-0.
0-0. Okay. Who's pitching? Gumpy?
I think so.
Yeah, Gumpy. Okay. Or Gumby, sorry.
Yeah, so Jimmy Johnson is out of the playoffs as of now by 4 points.
Oh, that's a good finish away. Oh, it's the last race. Yeah, he could finish well. Who's in front of him?
Matt DiBenedetto.
Ah.
No, William Byron. Yeah, William Byron.
And DiBenedetto or just Byron?
Byron is ahead of him by 4, and then DiBenedetto is ahead of him by 9.
For the last spot.
Yeah.
I mean, if he finishes well, I don't know. I think he could do it.
Yeah.
So it is very close.
Considering he usually finishes pretty well, and he's missed a whole race, so I think he's fine.
Fingers crossed for Jimmy. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see him in the playoffs.
Seriously, when's this race? This last regular season guy?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday at Daytona.
Ooh.
What a way to end it.
Seriously.
I think and Daytona's one of those tracks where anybody can win.
Yeah, definitely. Because you look at like the history of it, and it's literally like a different winner every year. Like it's just all over the place.
It's not as much like knowing the track and knowing like what lines to take, because there's really only like you're full throttle the whole time. Which I think Talladega might be the only other one where you can do that. The super speedways, and it's all about who can draft the best and use that draft to get to the top. Like I think like last year Ricky Stenhouse won. You guys don't even know who the fuck Ricky Stenhouse is, so
I know of him. I don't know much about him.
Just goes
Tyler.
Yeah, but you would never in a million years of picks pick Ricky.
No.
So
Jimmy Johnson starting in the 7th hole for this race.
yeah.
Our guys, mains, Denny Hamlin is starting 10th. Ryan Blaney starting 9th for me. And Frank, Kevin Harvick with the pole.
Yeah, but Denny Hamlin's going to make it up to the first by the end of the second lap.
Yeah, probably. I'm telling you, man, don't count on Blaney. I got a good feeling about this.
Listen, bro, if you somehow pick Blaney the one of 2 times you pick him the entire year and he ends up winning this race, I'm done. I don't know. I'm pissed.
Can you imagine?
After me picking Harvick, who just wins like every race that I don't pick him.
You have no excuse to be upset after what happened to me last weekend.
Seriously.
Well, that's just you sucking. Dude, it's been like this the whole time. I don't know.
That's just bad luck. That's what it is.
Well, dude, you've had bad luck the entire time we've been doing this. You claim bad luck like every other week.
Maine's definitely has gotten the worst luck out of 3 of us. I don't think that's
debatable
debatable.
At some point, it's not luck, you know.
I just get screwed.
No. Seriously.
If we were doing 1 point for every like NASCAR was 1 point, golf was 1 point. I wonder what the standings would look like.
I'd probably still be in the lead.
I think so too.
Because I've definitely won the most NASCAR races. So, I mean, I guess the fights would make it even, but not really.
We're all pretty even on the fights, honestly.
Yeah, so.
I don't know. I might have the edge on fights.
Yeah.
You still wouldn't be in the lead though, because I've won like 5 NASCAR races or something. Eric's won like 3 or 4.
I don't know. This next week is going to be very, very game changing though, because the NBA playoffs this round
should resume tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to shake things up for sure. But yeah, I guess that's it. You guys got anything else?
Nope.
Okay. So that'll wrap it up for this week then. Talk about what happened at the trade deadline next week, as well as hopefully make picks for the second round of the playoffs.
Probably.
Out.
Bucks will win. What else is in the East? Raptors have already won. Celtics have already won. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Clippers and Mavs will probably be over. Lakers and Portland will definitely be over because Damian Lillard can't play anymore.
Rockets Thunder, we're going to have to wait on.
Maybe. I don't know. It depends how – well, no, because they play tomorrow and then –
yeah, so –
no, they'll be done by next week.
Yeah, they'll be done. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, see you next week. Adios.